And again, the newer 84 works the same way as old 84 once you're on the home screen. All right, next thing is I want the average profit of selling 50 items. Okay? We are going to go ahead and work things by hand here because a few of you have a workout test. So I want P bar of 50. The bar just means average. So what I'm going to do is take my profit function, the negative 1 over 50 x squared plus 150x minus 2,000, and I'm going to divide that by x. Okay? So I can divide each spot by x to save myself some algebra. The x's will cancel here, so I get negative 1 over 50x, off screen again, plus 150x minus 2,000 over x. Now I want to plug 50 into that. Well, what I can do, and press y equals, here's why we put the parentheses around the whole thing. I can convert this to average profit real quick by just putting divided by x on the end of it. Okay? Now my y1 is average profit. So if I want average profit of y1, of profit, I just do y1 of 50. So I press vars over to y vars, press enter, enter, parenthesis 50, close parenthesis, enter, and I get 109. Okay? Now Alan and a few others are going to want to know, what does this 109 mean? Okay? So when, let me make sure I'm still on screen. I am. I sell 50 items. The profit per item is 109. There you go. That's how we find average profit. That's how we explain it. Okay? Let's move onwards. Oh, we have a page there that's not blank. We have a page that's not blank. I need blank paper. Just turn them over. Okay, so moving on. What we want to do next. Do I actually have any blank paper laying around here? Close enough. These will be easier to see. My lights are bright enough you can read through the pages. Isn't that fun? And I don't have any blank paper up here. I'll have to correct that. All right, now, I want marginal profit. Marginal profit. What's the word marginal mean again? That means derivative. Okay, so my profit equation is negative 1 over 50 x squared plus 150x minus 2,000. Okay, so all I want to do is find the derivative of that, which isn't that hard to do. When you bring the 2 down times 1 over 50, you get negative 1 over 25x plus 150. And then what you're doing there is putting in 50. Okay, now if you don't want to bother with any of that, you press y equals. You get that divided by x off there because I don't want average profit. Just hit delete a couple of times. You go to the home screen here and you're going to type y3 of 50. Because remember, y3 is the derivative. So you're going to press vars over to y vars, press enter, go down to number 3, press enter, put parenthesis 50, close parenthesis, enter. And it gives me 148, which is the same thing you'll get if you plug 50 in there by hand. Okay, now what does this mean? Remember, derivative is rate. So when I sell 50 items, profit, that's what I took the derivative of, so I'm going to put profit, is, now this is positive, so I'm going to put increasing, at a rate of $148 per item. I suspect Alan's going to be looking for that as an answer on a multiple choice test. I suspect JD and Dang and the others are just going to look for that number. Okay? But you never know. Alan might just say, oh, you have to do what I do. So there you go. Wouldn't surprise me that's on a test. Now, part E, the average marginal profit. I haven't seen this on a test for a while. Remember, average means divide by X. And marginal means derivative. Now, doesn't matter which order you do these two in. The answer's yes. You work alphabetical. Everyone follow? We're going to work this through alphabetical. So we're going to divide by X first and then find the derivative. Now we already found the average profit earlier, so I can use the results from that, okay? And I'm looking through my pages for it. That's for some other stuff. So I got my average profit function right here. So P bar of X is -1 over 50X plus, there shouldn't be an X there, 150 minus 2,000 over X. Or I'd write that as -1 over 50X plus 150X. No X again. I don't know why that's there. Minus 2,000 X to the -1. Okay? Now I'm going to find the derivative of that. So when I get the derivative, that X drops off, so it's -1 over 50. The 150 goes away, and I get plus 2,000 X to the -2. And at this point, you can just plug in 50 for all the X's. Or I can grab my calculator, press Y equals. I want to make this profit average profit again by dividing by X. Okay? And then I can go back to the home screen, and I can just do Y3 of 50. Okay? Remember, we did Y1, and we went to N divided by X. So if I do vars over to Y vars, press enter, down to number 3, press enter, put 50, oh I did Y4, bad me, vars over to Y vars, press enter, down to Y3, put parenthesis 50, close parenthesis, press enter. I get the average marginal profit, and that is 0.78. Now to interpret this, you interpret the same way you did marginal profit. It's a derivative, so it's written out the same way. When I sell 50 items. Now I took the derivative of average profit, which was profit per item. So the profit per item is, it's positive, so put increasing at $0.78 per item. Okay, so there you go. There's the work on this. I'm going to collect these guys, all right, put them in order, and I'm going to get them scanned, and we're going to attach it to the email so that you can look at what I actually wrote as I was working through this. Okay, so there we go. I got them all sorted up. So I'm going to scan these, attach them to the email so you can look at my writing, and you can watch the video and work along with me, and then you can check and say, oh, he was off screen. Well, you'll have the papers. All right, I hope this is helpful, and again, I'm sorry I didn't get to it in the review.